He's an asshole, man. That dude's an asshole, and he knows it.
From the mean streets of Brooklyn to the rough neighborhood in Boise, Idaho, we now present the Goonberg Report. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Mayor Goonberg. As always, it's the Goonberg Report. High top Boise in the Cascades. How you doing today? How you doing, fellas? How you doing, ladies? I'm here to give you guys a little talk. And today we're going to talk about a topic that nobody really likes to talk about. I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about it. If it was ice cream, what would it be? Now imagine when you were little, you got ice cream. Now imagine when some of you guys like chocolate. Some of you guys like vanilla. So today we're going to talk about has something to do with that on a cone. So if you like that, what else do you like? We're going to talk about cone be a chocolate and vanilla. Hold on. It'll be chocolate and vanilla swirl. We're going to talk about the swirls today. And we're going to talk about how it's going downhill. Look at the guy on the left. This is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I think I'm not hip to date people. I think it's Meghan Markle. All right, whatever. Remember when they got married and everybody was all joy and it was Camelot? Look at him. He is unhappy right now, as you can tell. Look at that. Look at any guy knows that. Now women are going to say, well, he's happy. Remember, guys, you put that brave face on for your old lady, especially when you don't want to be around her. I know that look a lot. Well, there's a video, Red Pill on steroids. He did a video about how he had to give up his guns. I'm gonna touch that for a minute. Now, if you know I have a lot of white friends who went hunting, who took me hunting, and let me explain to you guys something. If they're really into that, they'll choose the hunting over their wife. This is real shit. They'll tell her to leave. He's giving Prince Harry, I don't know. I'm not going to go talk about. You go watch this video to see what he's talking about. Red Pill on steroids about the Prince Harry giving up his guns. But I'm talking about another topic. Like if you can, this is all easy to be researched. Like there's the royal author. They're trying to say now Harry's becoming has become an unhappy man. Because first of all, his mom. Well, that's number one. But plus he's kind of ambient. He has no real career now. Think about it, guys. You uproot your whole life. You sacrifice everything for her, and she might not be happy now. You know how she was acting spoiled and boo-hooing and all that other stuff. And now, I think, me personally, Harry probably loved the military. It gave him a sense of purpose. It gave him something to do. Now, and at the same time, now he's a regular schmuck. Oh, that's just Prince Harry. You know what I mean? He's a regular schmuck. It's swirling. And this isn't the only story of some high-profile swirlers that aren't really making it. Fact of the matter is, these chicks keep crying about swirling. So swirl, hashtag divest. And look what's happening. It's all coming to bite them in the ass. There was another story. Look at his face, man. Damn. Head down. I think what it was is they fell in love with the idea of falling in love. You know what I mean? Probably dated a few times. He can have her. But let me not say that. But back to the lecture at hand. Prince Harry, he's just unhappy. Look at him. I feel sorry for the guy. It's like, dude. He seems, I don't know. I couldn't be him. That wouldn't be me. If you want to date that way and go that route, swirls, whatever, I'm all for it. Cause let me put it this way, I talked about it before. I dated Russians. I dated two Russians. One was a native Russian. One was a Chechen. I dated a West African chick and a chick from Ghana. And I have no problem with it, But the problem is you're dating a West. He thought probably because she was an American that she'd be better than British chicks. The ones with all the wooden teeth and shit. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm just joking. But I think he came to find out that he's just gonna be miserable with her. Me personally, if that was me, I've been down that road. I cut my losses. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, especially you young men out there, your peace of mind. If you ever got married and let me on a side note, when you get married and Nick falls apart, she will fuck with you. See, I don't care about commercials and they won't mark this video up. I'm not worried about like some of these YouTubers begging for money. I'll say what I want to say because it's true, and you know it's true because you see it. But back to this, I think that they fell in love, and he gave up a career. Like I said, imagine you had a career that you loved, that you absolutely loved to do. Every time he was going around, even when he was out of the military, he was still like an attaché. He was still a representative of the crown. He would do things for the queen herself. You know, he was still smiling. Even when he was in Africa. Well, he probably was doing a little something else in Africa too. But even when he was down in Africa, acting like he was feeding them starving kids and stuff, he still had a smile on his face. That's what I said. I think Harry's a victim of falling in love with falling in love. And like I said, let me get back to what I was talking. There's a lot of high-profile swirlers. There's some boy band guy that grew up. Once he started living with his old girl, he divorced her. There's a Nigerian chick who cried because her old man left her. There's a lot of stories like that. Now, people are going to say, well, that's a lot of married couples. No, it ain't, my friends. So I know a lot of black guys and white women. And I'm just using that example. That are still happy. I know black guys and Asian women. I know black guys and foreign women. I know black guys and black women. They're happy. Now, them black men that are with them black women, they got what we call, they got the 20% ones. I'm not saying like all of them were happy. I'm saying they got the 20% ones. They got the ones that will work with you. Because let me tell you something, young man. If you don't want to look like Prince Harry, I highly suggest that you do yourself a favor. Don't do what he did. Don't fall in love with the idea of falling in love. Get yourself in order. Set yourself up financially. Get yourself prenups. Definitely do that. I don't care if she says, well, if you love me, you won't get one. Well, I'm like, look, I don't love you then. But swirling, a lot of these women are coming to find out how it really is now. For years, a lot of gentlemen like myself have said, look, your attitude sucks. You're entitled. The government used you as weapons against black men. You're not the bag anymore. You're not what you're advertised to be, although who advertised you? The government. That should be another red flag. But don't forget also, her daddy ain't black. Now, I'm not talking about people's parents. I'm just giving you what factual things is. I think what happened is, I think he moved back there. You know how he moved back there. He moved to Canada to make it look like they weren't going to move to California. You know what I mean? But then they'll be in California, and they'll be with her mom, where she'll move in. That's when shit's going to hit the fan. If I was Harry, I'd chalk your losses up. Find somebody to make you happy. I mean, he might be happy with being in love, but how long is that going to last? Ask yourself that. Do you want a lifetime of misery? Let me ask you, young men. You see your parents. You see some of your friends' parents who have been married forever and a day. Now, they may argue, but does the dad look like that? Like Harry? Harry looks like a defeated man. Like I said, I had friends who are hunters, white friends, who took me hunting with them. You know, when you got to get up at fucking 12 in the morning, and then you go make a tree stand and all that other bullshit. You got to put deer piss on you and shit. You're in the tree stand. You're there all day. You don't fucking see anything. And you're like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, don't you love it? You look at them like, oh, yeah, right. But let me tell you another story. They also took me in a cave. Like, you go up towards the border of southern New York and northern Pennsylvania, up near like the Erie, from the Erie Buffalo deal to I want to say over to Binghamton, that line right there. There's certain caves in that area, and they showed me a fucking black bear that was hibernating. And they were sitting there poking it. I mean, it had opaque eyes. That's how I knew it was hibernating. They're like, come on, man, poke it. I'm like, look, man, it'd be my luck. I'd poke the bear, and the bear be eating some soul food. I was like, nah, I'm good. But look, get back to him. He's see, and those are the type of guys I'm telling you right now. They love their guns. They love to hunt. Their ladies could be pissed off. They're gone. Now, I know he loves his old lady, and I don't fault him for loving his old lady, but he should have discussed this. He should have said, like, I'm sure she drew some lines in the sand for him, but he didn't want to draw no lines in the sand for her. Now, do I feel sorry for him? I kind of do, but at the same time, it ain't like he's crying with 2 loaves of bread on her. He can just chuck her off some money, and he can go back to his business. You know what I mean? But it just looks like this took it out of him. I feel sorry for the dude because he tried. I mean, but it's just like I said, it's just a sad story picture. I mean, now he's gonna brothers have been knowing this. Brothers are doing SYS and BM. Save yourself, black man. And we're a lot more happier now. So all this swirling and all this other stuff, I don't give a shit you want to swirl. That's your business. But know what you're getting into, because everything that is exotic, the Venus flytrap is exotic. Ask flies and spiders and other insects how exotic it is. So this has been Mayor Goomberg, and this has been the Goomberg Report.